Final Fantasy 12. I've never played it before. I don't even really know anything about it. I did play a lot of Final Fantasy when I was younger, so played through most of 7, didn't really like 7. Played 8, 8's my favourite, so I know that tends to be a bit divisive, but again, played 9, again, only played it about 20 hours of 10, 9, and didn't like it. Played 10, liked 10. 11 was the MMO, the first MMO, which I didn't really like that much. Didn't play 12 because I had an Xbox at the time, and it wasn't released on Xbox, so I'm pretty sure it was just a PlayStation exclusive at the time. 13 I played, and again that's one that a lot of people don't like because it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy game. It's very linear, you don't really get much choices until right at the end. 14 was the second MMO, which on release didn't do that well, but when they relaunched it, and it's doing quite well now, or enough that they're still supporting Final Fantasy 14. Again, Final Fantasy 15 is another one that I played, and I played about 10 hours of it, and I just couldn't get into it. And I think 16 has just been released, or is just about to be released soon. And again, not really heard much about it, but say that the golden age of Final Fantasy was 7, 8, 9, 10, really. So, again, Final Fantasy 12, so I've not even really heard much about it since it was released, and it's like originally 2006, that's been, if the copyrights are a true guide, so the original copyright was 2006. So that's 17 years, nearly 18 years ago now. And again, so I've not really heard much about it. Where 7, 8, 9 and 10 get talked about quite a lot. Because I think 7 was really the first really big Final Fantasy game in the West anyway. Obviously it's been doing well in Asia and Japan. For them to have had 6 games already by that point. So I'll just get into this. And so I'm assuming that there will be an intro scene that I won't be doing a lot of talking through at the time. I'll just let it play out and then see what I think. I'll just go with I'll maybe turn music and sound effects down a little bit, because I know they can be a little bit loud over my voice, so hopefully you can hear me better now, because I can always turn my headphones up. Yeah. Right, so I'll just begin the game. So I'll go with the reorchestrated music.
Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Farewell.
Nabudis has fallen.
My father?
I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
blessings of the Great Father descend and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
The death of Lord Raslaheos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the Kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You there? Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Fossil, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it.
We move!
Right, so that's the intro. And I don't know, maybe it's gonna would have split the community either way. I think that maybe it would have been, well, me personally, I would probably have enjoyed playing as the prince through that first battle that we saw for the intro, and then getting the game making you think that that's going to be the main character that you're playing. But I can see the point of view that some people wouldn't like that, the fact that they had no chance of winning the battle there, and that the character was going to die. But for me, having that kind of like that false start would have been interesting, and an interesting ploy. And with Rex, I suppose it will come up at some point, but how are they spelling that? Is it like W-R-E-C-K-S, as in he wrecks everything around him? Or is it R-E-X? Because I'm pretty sure Rex is another word for king, or royal. It's R-E-K-S, so neither way. And another thing, it's interesting seeing the older models, so the faces, you can see that they're coming along. It's not like the old like 80s and 90s style, like pixelated faces. But you can see that it's not as defined as the modern models, so it's kind of like a halfway house. So that's just normal walking, and that's running. So not all the lines are, something I've only just noticed, not all the lines are voice acted. Which I think by 13 they were, it was fully voice acted. I mean, this tutorial is good for even me because the mechanics tend to change between games. So even from 7 to 8 to 9, the mechanics aren't the same. They don't even evolve in a linear way. I mean, especially even just things like the XP system, like for 10 was completely different from any of the other games in the way that they did XP. And 8 had the junction system and like being able to draw spells. Yeah, but this just reminded me how much we're used to everything being voice acted. And something I meant to mention when I started is that I was mentioning about the different games I played, and I've noticed that I tend to enjoy the even-numbered Final Fantasies a lot more than the odd-numbered ones. So that's why I've been wanting to play 12 for quite a long time now, more or less since it came out. But I never had the opportunity. But so I'm glad that I've finally got around to actually playing it now.
Captain?
Alright, so it's that little yellow bar at the bottom that tells you when you're going to attack again. Just thought I'd see if I had any magic there.
Antlion, this is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Tonberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Tonberry disengaging.
And they're still splitting it between white and black magics like they did in 10. So your white magic is your healing stuff, and your black magics are your offensive. And it's good that it's advanced far enough that there's no obvious cut between the playable action and the cutscenes. Because in 8, the cutscenes that they had the power with the PS1 to be able to create really brilliant cutscenes. But the actual playable part of it, the graphics weren't brilliant. So it was more like the polygon faces rather than the realistic faces. can see there, that's where your destination point is the X in the circle there. But should be pretty easy to, well, looks, I was going to say it should be pretty easy to see, but the mini-maps are up in the right hand corner where I've got my camera at the minute.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Azulis has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
So that's how you flee, is the R2. Go up this way. Right, that's why. Yes, there's no just saving when you want to. You've got to save at the save points. So it's still that system. Because I think by 13 you could just save. So the picture will have gone while I'm saving, but you should still be able to hear me. So I'll just have to remember that for future reference, that I can keep talking during this period, but you'll still be going. And I'll just go back, and you should now be able to see me as well again. But if I just go up the stairs, but there is an auto-save function there as well.
Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damaska to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello!
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaughn.
Has it just done what I thought it might do with the opening scene? Are we going to be
Pretenses
playing as
of
Rex?
peace left by the wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Yeah, there is an autosave function, which is that little arrow pointing to the box up in the top left-hand corner at times. So I think that save point is just if you want to heal up your party as well. So it might be useful for dungeon crawls. As I assume, with it being Final Fantasy, there's going to be a lot of grinding.
Vaughn! Hurry it up or they'll find us!
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. Right. Time to clean house.
This is you've gone back and you're now playing as the captain. There's another rat in here somewhere. There. Yeah, so you're playing as the captain as a child. So...
Wow, Vaughn! You got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
So is that just a flashback, or are you going to be playing as one getting to the point that we had at the start of the game? I didn't take notes of the year at the start. Alright, so we're back to...
Huh? What'd you say?
Sir, you haven't paid, and What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, churl. What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy!
Get out the way! Oh!
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now?
So that's not the captain then, that's
We're
a different
orphans.
character.
First thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Penelo. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
So it's Von, it seems to be, rather than Von, which was the captain's, possibly shortening of the captain's name, because there's something, Captain Von something,
One of
wasn't
these
it?
days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate. Free to go where I will.
Whereas this character's name seems to be Fon, with an F rather than a V.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Alright, so I am at the center of the map there, so you'll see a little there's a little circle at the center of the map with an arrow, or a reddish arrow, pointing out to the right hand side, which is, I assume, the direction you're facing, and there's icons there as well. So where I'm trying to go to, I need to go forward from where I am and then turn right to get to the shop. Okay, game. Yes. Alright, so just need to press X to continue there. I'm not sure if I like that the map being overlaid or underlaid. I don't know what the correct term there would be. Alright, so the city's now being run by a consul, or a consul, and they're visiting the city today, so that's a lot of guards, so that's probably going to be a plot point that you're going to try to disrupt the consul visit. Yes, I'm not sure if I like the map being on the screen at the same time. Even if I wanted to get down into Lowtown, I wouldn't be able to because they've closed the gates. Yeah, because if I want to see the map, I can just do that. I can just press the center button, or center with the control pad there, and bring up this map. So I know I need to go a little to the character's left and down this way to get to Miguelo's shop. So Miguelo seems to be quite well known, because there's quite a few characters talking about him.
Waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomaj over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sand Sea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
That's the word I was trying to think of. Transition. There's no transition between the cutscenes and the gameplay scenes. So it's all the same quality. So it's not as good as you're gonna get today with today's engines. Right, I'll check them out. So I need to go. Yeah, say it's the graphics aren't as good as today's, obviously, because it's nearly 20 years later. But that was the kind of the standard in mid 2000s. Because there's another game that I used to play that came out about the same time. That again was kind of the same setting, or same setting, same time period, kind of set in a Japanese stylized version of the Western medieval world. And I can't remember the name of it, but the character models were very similar in their graphical quality. So it's basically more or less straight up and then to the right. But this would be the sword shop in here. I don't know if I've actually got any I should have coin because I just stole it, didn't I? Yeah, so that's good advice. Find a weapon that you can use well and then just stick with it. But it is Gil. Oh, and you've got a Moogle there as well. Yeah, although all the Final Fantasy games are set in different universes, you get things running through, like the Moogles. You heard when we were fighting that thing on the bridge when I was playing as Rex. Once you defeated it, you heard them talking about the Tonberry, which I'm assuming was the style of ship they were flying. Tonberries are a character that you can fight against in Final Fantasy VIII. I can't remember if it turns up in any others, but you do get character names as well. So Cid is usually the head of something. So Cid as in CID, and you get as a nod to Star Wars, you get Biggs and another character that's one of the X-Wing pilots. I can't remember the other character name offhand, but those two tend to appear together as two characters. Right, so you've got your normal goods from that, which you can buy using Gil, which is a currency, but if you sell stuff, Bazaar goods will open up to you, and they tend to be the rarer pieces of equipment, or you can get them at sets of items, discounted prices as well. Right, so I've only got 140. Yeah, so I can't actually buy anything at the minute. Have I actually got anything to sell? Nope. So it's just a dagger that I've got. So I will just head to my thing to try and get this guy back. Because I haven't really got any money to be able to buy equipment with. So, as I said, it's more or less straight on. I need to follow this road round a little here. And it's the next right. Like I say, I can't buy anything at the minute. there must be a... Oh, the Sandsea, which I'm assuming must be a pub then? Oh yeah, the Sandsea's the pub.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn! Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right! Vaughn, you should give it a shot!
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
So that's a monster hunter board. There's a very similar thing in 15, where you can just go and... I think it's very close to where the garage is for the car. That you can just go in and get to the cafe there and get monster hunting quests. So I assume this is a very similar system. That the bills will be posted here for any monster hunts, and you can just do the ones that you want to and get money for them. So it's a rogue tomato. Yeah, here are the details. So to be able to accept the bounty, you've actually got to talk to the person. You can't just read the description. Right, so the petitioner will give you the information, and then you've got to report back to them to be able to claim the bounty. Right, so you need a license to be able to equip to equip some equipment then. So licenses are more or less levels then. Right, so let's see, because I never got the chance to go into the party menu before. Right, so this is the party menu, so status of Van. So it got no status effects, so he's not been affected by anything. Equip. So he's just got the dagger, offhand. He's just got a leather cap, leather clothing, and accessory. He can't do. Ooh, so they've got the optimize, which was something they had in 13 as well. So this is where it started. So licenses. Right, so this, so our license board, there are 12 boards allowing you. So this is more or less you choosing what type of character you're going to be. So your character class. So you've got a white mage, which will be a healer. Shikari are kinda like rogues. So they're nimble warriors. And Bushi, kinda like Japanese warriors, but like they do Bushido. Black Mage will be kind of like your warlock that does your damage mage, basically. Archer is kind of like Ranger, I suppose. So, Foebreaker, what is who's my so kind of like a barbarian. Time battle mage, they all use all like the time-based magic. Monk, again, I assume it's pretty similar to the D&D monks, so they're unarmed. Knights, again, pretty similar. Red battle mage, so they've got, so they're unoffensive, but they've got some white and black magic, so they're kind of an in-between black and white mage. A machinist. Ah, yeah, because this isn't medieval then, they've got it more early modern period. If they've got guns in the world, and I suppose if they've got machines as well, they've got like the blending. It's not a steampunk. It's not a steampunk medieval world. It's actually a an early modern period. So like around 1500 to around 1779, 1780 is considered early modern. So up until the French Revolution at the end of the 1700s, it's considered the early modern period. So Ulan, wheel spears to piss. So I think I would go with the Shikari. And this is very similar to the boards that they had in 10. So it tends to be daggers and healing that the Shikari do. I just want to double check that I do want that one. Because I don't want an archer. So do I want monk or Bushi? So, not Bushi, Shikari I should say. I think Shikari, but it could be good to replay it through as a monk. Right, so that to be able to wear the Oracle armlet is 5 something. So kind of set out like a chessboard with bits missing. So you've got the world map, yeah. So you only really know, you've only got the two places you know, which is now Bina Fortress, which is where you started the game, and Rabanastre, where you are now. Clan Primer chronicles your exploits. So this is basically your diary of. So I've got the gives you your quests as well in here. So hunting the rotten tomato, or the rogue tomato I should say. So I've accepted the hunt, and it's found in the Dalmasca Easter Sand, or Esther Sand. And you've got your beastry here as well, Fort Dire Rats, so just gives you information about monsters you've already fought. Alright, so that's just unlocks. So the Clan Primer is divided into 4 sections. So hunts. Alright, so it's just telling you about. So you can restore magic points by walking or running, or at a save crystal. Or you can use items that will restore MP. So it's just telling you information here. So ways to keep your bearings, pressing the L3 button, which you've already been told, but this is just telling, backing up, having it written down there for you. Oh, you can press L1 to enter something called a speed mode, so it will move you faster. And then just press L1 again to return to normal. See, that's something that you hadn't told. Been told, so alright, so to lock onto the target is L2. That's good to know. And fleeing is R2, which right, so Libra has been a spell in previous ones that tells you what the the monster you're fighting strengths and weaknesses are. Right. Yeah, so you need a different license for different weapons. So standard weapons are swords, one-handed swords, two-handed swords, spears, crossbows, rods. And the damage is mitigated by the target's defense. So piercing weapons are guns and measures, whatever measures are. This is like piercing weapon piercing weapon damage ignores the target's defense. So fast weapons like daggers, which is what I've got, ninja swords and bows. The damage increases with my character's speed. So we've got magic weapons like katana staves and maces, and their damage increases with your magic power. And striking weapons such as axes, hammers, hand bombs. The damage is erratic. And you've got magic resist weapons like pawls, so that's the monk weapons are magic resistors. Alright, so getting license. Yeah, as always with the first episode of a playthrough, especially when it's a game we've not played before, there is going to be a lot of reading and doing tutorial stuff, so not the most exciting. That's command in the pie menu LB license. So if I join Clan Centurio, I will be able to change my character's license board. Yes, although you can purchase magics and techniques, you still need the license to be able to use it. Right, so purchasing one magic or technique allows all characters in the party to use that ability, provided they already have the license. So, but if you buy weapons or armor, it's only usable by one person within the party, obviously. So, yeah, so basically telling you to sell your loot. Again, they're using battle chains, which was this other game that the name of has completely escaped me, that I'd played a little bit of, that had very similar character models. But the greater the battle chain, the greater loot, or the greater the chance that loot will drop, not necessarily better loot. It does as well, reading on there, so the chance of loot dropping increases, and the chance of rare and multiple item drops increase as well. And that's that at the minute. So, haven't gone into that. Does that mean I can? No, because it's still saying that I haven't got the license for that. So. If I've got 6 level points, obtain accessories 1, yep. So, I've got that, and that, so it's the ones that are flashing that I haven't got, ones that I've already got. Alright, so I've got the accessories, light armor, and daggers. So I should be able to equip the Orokia now, because I have the license. Didn't mean to pause it there, so I need to. Okay, how do I get there though? I know where I need to get to. Right, so I assume it's if there's a black line in between parts of the map, that means they're interconnected at that point. So I need to go back down towards the shop I was originally at, and then across. Alright, so that's the guy you talked to before you came in. Back to the shop anyway, because the guy should pay me for getting thingy back to him. Yeah, Miguel should pay me for getting Tyke. No. Oh, kites, not Tyke. Okay, where's my payment? I did a quest for you and you're not giving me anything. Or I did a job for you. Well, that was really unclear. I thought I'd be getting paid there. Right. Yeah, so... yeah, it's just... Alright, so... and then I need to go... left here.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Miguelo. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
I remembered the other character from Star Wars that they reference. It's Wedge. It's Wedge and Biggs tend to be together, and they tend to get portrayed as being incompetent, from what I can remember. Well, at least in Final Fantasy VIII they were, anyway. So again, you'll I'll disappear here, but you should still be able to hear my voice. So it's again just saving here. It's really unfortunate that the saving the game means that the thing disappears, the screen disappears for you. So I'll try and do it as little as possible. And is there any way I can configure that so that no, it doesn't seem to be within the game itself. When I go back, yeah, so when I go, so not for this game, but I will look into it for next game, see if I can get that mini-map off of the screen itself as a kind of an underlay. Or an overlay, or a transparent overlay.
Yeah.
doesn't appear to be any random encounters here. Which I can't remember if there was any with 10, but there was with 8. And it's the tomato I'm looking for, isn't it? He hasn't got any white magic. It was the other character that had white magic, wasn't it? So, has he got any potions? Yeah, he's got a potion. Don't think he needs it quite yet. And the rogue tomato is in this area because I had it as an option too. Right, let's just see. Slightly tougher opponent. Potion. So it was back this way that I had the option to attack the tomato. Ah, there it is. Keep on calling it a rotten tomato, it's a rogue tomato. I'll have to go around. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a potion here, so I'm not using it in a round of battle. Yeah, and I don't want to be
The
fighting
Albana lilies?
that dinosaur that I saw there on the edge, so I will be heading back to Rabanastre to turn in the quest.
Never thought I'd see him growing out here. This will make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
Yeah, so that... I didn't just imagine that dinosaur there, did I? So I want to head back towards Rabanastre. Yeah, because there definitely was a dinosaur along with that wolf, wasn't there? I wasn't just seeing things. So, I'll take it from this that the gates are now closed then. Alright, so Kites is out here as well.
Stand back there! Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Oh. That does it.
Oh, a fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock, if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Barrow's wine, It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through and close this gate as ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
That's Miguelo getting everybody through there.
Don't give me a scare like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
The ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it? Vaughn!
Oh, is Vaughn the other character's younger brother? I'm wondering. So Vaughn will be 17 now because he was a couple of years younger than than Rex.
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vayne Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western Arm... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Spit on your empire! Straight back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ashe be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Is Rabanastre to your liking, my lord?
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Oh, remember the last one? You're all like this at
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am the Gallo, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanastre join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanastre. Why don't you call me Vayne?
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
How can he stand about to him like that?
Vaughn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to.
Lord Vayne never did.
You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
Vaughn. Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Hey, Penelo, that fate tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, Sky Pirate of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe, but not through Miguelo. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Definitely hinting at some kind of conspiracy there with that cutaway. But I am just going to take a quick break here. So it shouldn't be a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes at most. And then I'll come back and continue. I'm going through till at least 7. I'll probably go a little bit longer than 7 tonight. So I am quite enjoying it. Enjoying the game, so... Again, so just take a quick break here, and then come back and... back. And does it give me a destination here? Or just saying that I can explore? So I've got to get to Old Dallin, who's in the low town. So go this way. So I'm assuming it's up this way. And then is it these doors? Nope. Doors that would have taken me to Lowdown, but there's no interaction with them. Is it? Ah, there. So it's at the stair icon, or the steps icon. Right. So now it should give me. So I'm just going to go down this way. So go down, turn right, then left, then straight down. So turn right. I don't buy anything at the minute. I'm not looking to buy anything at all, really, for now. Just again, I'll need to head back to the pub as well, because I need to get paid for my monster hunt. Old Dallin's place.
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So, our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Dallin. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
what am I going to have to do for him to be able to get the stone then? Right, so you need a sandstone to get the power into the crescent stone. Right, so I need to go out to the South Plains, but I'll head back to the pub and possibly pick up another monster hunt. Yeah, but I don't want to go to the South Gates at the minute. I want to go back up. I should have maybe gone to the pub first, but if I go back up this way, I can then, as I say, pick up a monster hunt and at least as well get paid. So I might be able to pick up some better equipment before I head out as well. Depending on how much skill I get, obviously. So yeah, because I want to get to the Ester Sand. Oh nope, I don't want to get to the Ester Sand. I want to get to the pub, which is just here. Oh, the Sand Sea. I will get used to these names eventually. So but wasn't it the barkeep that gave me the Saxtera? So Gatsley I need to speak to. So, where's Gatsley? Alright. So there's a bank in front of the building at the north end. Alright, so that's a clan hall of some sort. Alright, so right, so that's Gatsley. So that's in the Wester Sand. Oh, hi Bunny. The finals are going well. So it's the first time I've played Final Fantasy 12. So It's the only one since 7 that I've missed. So, just really playing through the first part at the minute. So, still getting used to a lot of it. Yeah, so it's so I started playing. I think the first one I actually played was 8 with the PS1, and then went back and played 7, and then worked through them. Never really played 11 or 14, which were the 2 MMOs. But because I had an Xbox when 12 came out, 12 was a PlayStation exclusive, so never really had a chance to play it. And with having a PlayStation Plus membership now, Final Fantasy 12 is part of that, so I can play it without having to buy the game. So I'm just, there's elements that you can see from the other games in here, so it's always all new storylines and new worlds, but they tend to have very similar elements throughout them. So I get back down into Lowtown here. Yeah, because I say it was released originally in 2006, and it was something I was saying at the start of the stream, that you're beyond the polygon looking faces, but you're not quite at the detail of the models that you get now. So they do look like, although you're getting faces that do look like human faces, you're not really getting the fine details that you get on the faces now, so they do look very almost chibi like. I'll just bring up the map here, make sure I'm going in the right direction. Yep. And where am I going? To get into alright, so we've got to get up to the south gate. So yeah, so we'll take you out to the south gate. Is that another save point? So that's a Rabanastre crystal. Alright, you can use that to teleport as well, so that's why it's a different colour. The save ones are just blue. And the only unfortunate bit with this, Bunny, if you're still with me, is that when I'm going to save, the camera goes out, so you just hear my voice at the minute, so that's the only unfortunate bit about the game at the minute when you're saving. It has got an autosave feature as well, but you can't, if you save at the save crystals there, it's builds up it basically restores everything. So I'll try and use those save points as little as possible, and only if I need to increase my hit points and magic points. Not what I meant to do there. So attack, and at least with this, the attacking is kind of automated now, rather than just you having to do it round by round. So you can tell this was a game that was produced in the mid-2000s because I say it's not quite the round by round system you're getting in the earlier games, but it's not quite got up to you being able to control everything, so it's just automated attacks. Right, so there should be another creature there. No, I'm out of range of it. So the good thing with these maps, I'm not sure if it will appear on this one, is you've got the target destination, so if you do get turned around anywhere, you know that you're heading towards the X. Right, yeah, it's the caravan. So with this being the first playthrough, there will be a lot of talking and just getting into the lore of the world. And again, Moogles are something that appear in quite a few of the Final Fantasy games, not just this setting. So we've got to help this caravan out, which is the current quest, because they've been getting attacked. Yeah, buy a map, because although you've got the world map, you need to buy maps as you're going through for the finer details. Because, yeah, so you now see all of that now, because you bought the Giza map, whereas before you just had the area that you were in. Kind of brings a kind of a sense of realism to it, so that you don't just automatically know all the area, especially if it's an area you've never been in before. Kind of is a nice element without adding in a kind of a fog of war. Yeah, and it feels strange playing a game where not all of the lines are voice acted. Yeah, so like an in-between. Right, and just need to go this way towards, so I'm assuming this, yeah, because it's the sunstone that I need, because the current quest is that you've been the area that the main character's in has been occupied, and the console that's been put in place, has arrived in the city for the first time after 2 years, and there's a banquet at the palace. So Vaan wants to sneak into the palace and steal something, but he needs a sunstone to power the stone that he needs to get into the castle, or to the palace I should say. So it's usual fetch and carry and bodyguard quests at the minute. So general low level that dominates most role-playing games.
Penelo? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
Alright, so that's where I've got to head to. And on the map, it's not very clear from looking at it, but the black lines between the areas is basically just an instant transport from where you are to that bit. So I think going to the island on the right down and then across is probably going to be easiest. Or do I go to the left? I think it's just about the same. So stick this way and go. Okay, so, and if not familiar with the world, potions are healing potions, and Phoenix Downs are revivify potions. So if a character gets completely knocked out, you can use a Phoenix Down on them, and it revivifies them too, and gives them a little bit of the hit points back. Okay, so again, very similar to the system that you see more developed in Final Fantasy 13. The characters that are in your party can act on their own initiative, but you can give them orders to try and create some kind of synergy between the characters as well. So you can start seeing the influence of MMOs on role-playing games like Final Fantasy at this point. So again, just bring up the map. So again, bits on. Attack. It's a hyena, not a wolf. Yeah, so the one thing I don't like with this is the overlay of the map on the screen. I'm not sure exactly how I can turn it off. I might need to go back to the main menu, so that's something I'm going to look at off stream. Because you've got the map up in the right hand corner anyway. I know my screen's covering it, or my camera and me's covering it a little bit, but you have got the map up there, the mini map up there as well, so I don't see why you need that map in the middle of the screen. It's just obscuring. Right. Okay, try this. Okay then, so I am facing in the right direction. So you can't do anything with the Dark Crystal at the minute. And I'll never be able to save the Dark Crystal without thinking about the film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, another rabbit. I kind of thought it was leading me in the right direction here. At least they're fast. So, and nope, don't save it at the minute. Because seems to be the youth there. Explaining to him. Right, so I'll have to get some dark stone as well. Okay, see you later, Bunny. So thanks for hopping in. Yeah, so it's one that I've never played before, so I'm quite enjoying it. So shouldn't need to get over 4. So alright, so it's just question marks. So there's one. Is there one here? So we'll just save it at this point. So again, the screen's going to go blank, but you should still hear my voice. So again, just save it to the save file there, and I want to overwrite it. Yeah, so I am enjoying the game so far, and I've found with the older games they tend to have better intros, because even with Final Fantasy VII, which I didn't particularly like, it was about halfway through it that it just seemed to run out of steam for me. I quite enjoyed it up until that point. But I say 9 really, again, for me 9 seemed to be aimed at a younger audience than I was, because would have been in my mid to late 20s at that point. And I say it did seem to be aimed at sort of like young teens or even pre-teens. So yeah, I do want to try and fight these because a dark stone there. Or dark crystal. So bring up some of its energy. So I might only need to visit 2 of them. So head back that way. Head back around to the right here. This way around this rock, and there. Why is there no available targets? Why have I got no available targets? Alright.
Yeah.
Are they... Alright, I take it they're friendly then. So why did it look as though they were trying to attack me? So it's more or less straight in front of us here. Again, hopefully this will bring it up to 100% energy for the Shadestone. No, it is making sure you have to do all 3. Hold up the Shadestone. And again, you don't have to engage the enemies. And that's good that you don't have to fight your way back. It just automatically takes you there, so that's cool. There's a lot of games that would make, even nowadays, that would force you to fight your way back through there. So got a little bit more there. Right, so just head back to Rabanastre. There. So what have I already got? So then, oh, I can get some more stuff for him now. So accessories 2. I assume I have to get light armor 2 before I get anything else. So I'll get light armor 2. And daggers 2. I'll get accessories 2 next, and then first aid. Penelo. Right, what do I want Penelo to be? Now, if I'm gonna be, I need either a bushy or a knight. Yeah, I think a knight for Penelo. So this one's an obvious one, and yeah, heavy armor. And just optimize for both of them. Right, now I can maybe speak to them and so get the broadsword for Penelo. No, don't pause it, so it's triangle. hyena. So give me some XP at least. Back up into Rabanastra. So this way, yep. Am I going to be able to get in this way? Am I going to have to go through? Yeah, because this is the south gate. Because the parade's already taken place there. Let's up to the pub. I'm heading. So, from what I saw, it's diagonally here. There. But head straight. Yeah, it's up at the top. But it wasn't the pub, was it? It was Lowtown. Yeah, the pub was for the Monster Hunter mission. So yeah, head up this way and then there's the gates down to Lowtown. Yeah, it's interesting how they dealt with the capabilities of what would have been the PS2 at the time for 12, or PS3. Had the PS3 been introduced by that point? I think it's still the PS2 because I'm sure 13 was one of the major titles, maybe not launch titles, but one of the major early titles for the PS3. I think, if I'm remembering. So this would have still been possibly the PS2. No, it couldn't have been the PS2 because I had a PS2. Unless I'd already switched over to the Xbox by the time this got released.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hmm?
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kinda supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo. And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
I'm not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
sorry, Penelo.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door, down into the Garum Scythe waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Von, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The Signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the Signet tile. Very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeon. So, look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Yeah, and I do want to go and check out this next monster quest first anyway. Yeah, so alright, I've not looked through the bestiary yet. So Cactoid, so I wonder if this has got Cactuars in this game, because Cactuars, you had them in 8 as well. But Cactuars were larger than that. That seems to be like the very small cactuses, whereas the Cactuars are the more traditional ones that you see in the movies. Kind of like the Wild West cactus that you see that are basically human-sized. Just click on these to get these out the way, but happy bunny. So they are bunny, well, yeah, they're kind of like Fey bunnies then, if they're the dream hair genus. Yeah, that's why I was a bit worried about facing that Slaven, because it's a giant. Sleipnir is kind of like a nightmare. That's some Rogue Tomato. Not Rotten Tomatoes, I kept calling it. Alright, so it's part of the mushroom family. Right, so... teleport So, yeah, it's not told us about teleporting. Alright, so you're able to go to basically fast travel, obviously with it being teleport, but the other gate crystals that I've already visited. And go for the hunts, because hunt 2. Right, so Athextera. No, because it's a wolf in the waste is the title of the hunt. So I need to go to the Dalmasca Wester Sand. So I'll need to go into the map here, so let's get out of, when I get into the actual Outlaw town, I should be able to see the Why is it taking me there? I didn't want to go there. Alright, so it's a cutscene.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So far, the Imperials haven't noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir.
That's the south. Go back up. Because I want to get out into the Wester Sand. This is a way up here. So I want to head this way because I want to get out into the Wester Sand and do this monster hunt. So I need to go this way. Yeah, this way. Yeah, because they obviously couldn't load in the whole maps with this game. So yeah, so I think it's a really good way of dealing with it, having the different areas of the map and just having the like row across of like bright lights across at the stitches. So, yeah, I always find there's quite useful information talking to people as you're going past, even if it's just giving flavour to the world. You can't get down that way, so that's friend of Rex. So I'm assuming that Vaughn is Rex's younger brother then, from that conversation. That's more or less confirmed it. So it's never it's never actually confirmed in game. But that, unless it does it later on, you would never know at this point. for certain that Vaughn was Rex's younger brother. Ooh, headhunter. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to have kind of a bounty system of some sort, whereas if you pick up, because there's obviously not just going to be you going after the monsters, but I don't know if they would have had the capability to do that, to install something like that into the game and keep track of it, or whether it was something they would have even thought of, rather than just having some flavour to it. Yeah, it does seem as though a lot of the people that visit the city wouldn't know about Lowtown. Alright, so I want to head this way. And again, that map on the screen's annoying. I will go into the menu and try and see if I can turn that off before next week's stream. Check exactly what it is I'm looking for again. So it's part of your clan primer. So it's Ghastly. Ghastly's where you're trying to head to. Oh no, Ghastly was the patron that gave you it. It's a Thextera, and it's in the Galtier Downs. Right. Alright, and again you're getting an explanation of chocobos there. Right, so where's the Moogle? Oh, there's the Moogle. So we've got chocobos. Yeah, because I'm sure Moogs appeared in... Right, so I haven't got the money to hire one at the minute. They appeared in 9? I think. Or was it 11 that they first appeared in? Was it the MMO they first appeared in? I can't remember now. But again, it's good because you haven't got a map, so you can't see anything yet. Yeah, this is tougher because I was getting through them in 2 hits on the Ester Sand, but here it's what, 3 or 4 hits there. Like again, it's all experience. And again, with a lot of JRPGs, it is about the grind. So it's I found Final Fantasy tends to be some of the better games for disguising the grind, where it doesn't feel like you're grinding. But some of the games, like 13, when it gets to the point where you are grinding, it does feel very grindy, because that was the one that doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy game, where it's linear for a lot of it, and then it's only the last little bit that you've got a little bit of freedom, and basically you're grinding all the time. So, and just take a potion here. Head south. That looks as though it could have been the Rabanach, the thing I'm trying to find there. Yep, Thextera. I'd prefer to try and get the 2 wolves out the way first. Can you draw any of these targets? See if I can get in behind them. Because I prefer the Thextera being on their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to try and keep. Alright. It's a potion. Just.
Yeah. Ha.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this battle now.
Ha. Ha. Yeah.
So wait until I've got this and then get another potion in. And am I suffering an effect here? Nope. I'll get the treasure here. That's disappointing that that's only 11 gil. But get the potion. Get in here.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
Well, I want to try and open up all the map as well. Or at least this section anyway. Right, so I want to just head back towards Rabanastre because I don't need to head any further at the minute. And again, just get the wolf.
Yeah.
Not dropping anything for me. Yeah, because once I get back towards the city, I think there is a crystal there, so I'll probably save to get my MP and, well, it's more my HP up. My HP is starting to run low. I don't know what levels do in this game with, because I would have thought that the what are they calling it? The licenses would have been your levels, but they seem to be separate there. So it's LP's 14 at the minute. Yeah, so I need 20 to get anything else at the minute. So there should be a save crystal. Yeah, there's a save crystal there. So again, the picture's going to disappear. And I'll just save it and it'll get my HP up. So quite useful for going into the palace, which will be the next adventure. And that should be me back. So I'll head back to the pub now, which is West Sand. I'll have to remember that to get to the West Sand, you have to come through the central plaza. Although I don't know whether this would have been at the load times when it was first out or not, but if it was, that's pretty good load times. It would have been almost as quick as being able to put the maps together. Sandsea. And it's this guy down here that I need to speak to, isn't it? So I've done it. So I've got a head guard. I'm not sure if I can use a head guard yet. So I'll go and pick up another Safflower Cactoid. So I need to go into the Ester Sand. So it's Dantro. Right, so I already know my way. Do I? Alright, so go out into the Ester Sand and formalise the contract. But that should be a tougher fight. So again, need to head back down this way. But I'll go and formalize it. I don't need to do the fight right then and there. I can wait a bit. So again, I need to go into the central plaza here. And then go down towards the Estus Sand. And then I'll possibly see, after I've got this formalised, because it is quite a quick journey up there I think, go and see about getting into the palace and see how far on that takes us. Because once I think I'll go and get this formalised, go and do the palace, and then probably end it after the palace, or end the stream after the palace. So right, so just a second. Alright, so we've got more about Alright, so hunts. So I am in the Estus Sand. Right. Did I never get a map for this area? Because this is where I fought the first one, the tomato, the rogue tomato. Right. Oh yeah, because I saw the dino, didn't I? Yep. Okay. So that should take me back to the last save game, or game save. Which I'm not sure where it will be, so that's the last one there. So again, it's just the audio you're getting at the minute, which apologies for. So I'm just loading up and I'll see where I got back, so only a couple of minutes back. So try and avoid the dino then. But attack the cactuar here, or the cactite.
Yeah.
Attack the wolf. Yeah, so I was right in avoiding the dinosaur beforehand then. this way. And again, if I see the dino. Alright, so just trying to run. Alright. I wonder if this is this levels up with you. It can't level up with you because that Sauron is so much more powerful than you are. So Sauron's running away, or not heading toward. I wouldn't say it's running away from us, but it's not heading towards us. Right, so how do I get down there? That way. Let's see where it is now. So let's look at the petitioner. So right, can anybody sell me a map here? Rest up. No, there's no. Oh, I can get treasure here. I mean, is the. I might get that done. And then do the palace on the next stream. Depending on where, because it's... Yeah, because this is the Yardang Labyrinth, so yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get this monster hunt done, and then I'll do the palace the next stream. Or it'll be next Wednesday, because Friday I'll be doing more time. I'll be returning to more time. It's been for April. March, April was the last time I played more time. So what I'm thinking of doing, at least for the first stream, is playing a new warband, and then maybe alternating between the new warband and the warband I've already been playing in the streams. So that'll help keep it fresh for me as well. So that'll be Friday, and it'll be slightly later Friday as well. It'll be 5 till 9. I'm planning on streaming on Friday, so a slightly longer stream. I think especially with once you get into the higher levels of your warband, you're only getting 1, maybe 2 missions done in a 2 or 3 hour stream. So it's taking an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours for each mission. So, I mean, even if it's on the same stream, well, I want to keep them separate on YouTube though, that's the thing. So yeah, 1 warband per stream, I think, at the minute. Right, I'll have to take a potion after this. I'm getting pretty low. Yeah, and it gives you a visual indicator as well. So, potion. Yeah, so it does pay to try and keep moving as well. Yeah, so it will take me a while to get used to this new combat system. So that's the one. And it's good that it's telling you which one you're attacking.
Yeah.
Again, I think I need to take a potion here. This way. I've not explored up here, I don't think. whether this will take me further into the labyrinth, or I'll be able to see. No, I need to go back. Because this is definitely the labyrinth, so the Ardang labyrinth. So I need to go back around to that little bit that I haven't explored yet. To try and find this cactus. The flowering cactus. Get up this way. Ah, there it is. Cactoid seed, get them. That's why I don't like taking on two enemies at once. Right, potion. Right, potion. Right, I'm not ready to take him on. I'm running. Right, so I will. Right, so where am I? Right, so I want to head back up this way and head back round. Yeah, I need stronger weapons. But I'm just heading back round here and then heading back towards the city and save the game, and that'll be me for tonight's stream. I think. But I think heading towards, again, start with heading towards the palace for next Wednesday stream. But what I can do, yeah, so I should have enough for my next license. So I've got light armor. Right, I need to buy daggers. Oh, I've got daggers too. And the next one will be first aid, I think. And then what does the Firefly do? Ah, I need accessories too. But why would I want to reduce my XP earned to 0? If I want to force somebody else up in levels, that's probably what it would be. So they would get the, I don't know. But I will fight some of my enemies on the way back here. Just try and get the up to 20 to get the next next license. Alright, where am I going? So I want to go this way. Again, I want to avoid the dinosaur. Should have plenty enough enemies here. Attack the wolf. And cacti. Cactite.
Yeah.
Get up here, there's another cacti here. So it did ruin my chain with the wolves, but I'm getting a chain with the cactites now, so I'll get slightly better stuff off of them, hopefully. Or even some stuff off of them, if I now, because this should be my third one. So, treasure though. That's another cactite. Alright, so head into Rabbit Nest. No, so licenses. Yeah, I've got it. See, here's the thing. Yeah, get first aid, because that's supposed to be one of my things with being a Shikari. Right, and I'll head to this stone. And this is where I'm gonna save the current game. And again, you'll just hear me on the microphone while I'm saving the game there, and overwrite it. And it's just one of the disadvantages of streaming from the PS4, that it can't broadcast for some reason while I'm saving the game. But that's going to be me for tonight, and I haven't gone and fought that flowering cactite. I need to be a lot stronger, or at least have a lot stronger weapon to be able to fight, because I was hardly doing any damage to it at all. So I think when I do my next stream next Wednesday for Final Fantasy 12, so I think it's going to be next Wednesday. I'll have to double check, but when I do it next week, it will be going to the palace first, and then seeing what I can do from there. But Friday is going to be my next stream, and that's going to be me doing more time again. As I said, I'll probably start off with a new warband and take them through just to get me back used to the game again, because I haven't played it since April, since the last time I streamed it. And then I'll probably alternate each week between the new warband and my Skaven warband, which I had been playing when I was streaming before. So I am going to raid here, and I will raid. So Bunny, yep, Bunny has started. So I will raid it into Bunny here. So you may have seen Bunny in the chat earlier. So I will make sure that I do it correctly. So yeah, that is spelled correctly. No, and it's raiding. Yep, so that's raid created. So we'll be raiding into Bunny, and she's doing a VR chat stream. So she's a VTuber, and it's just chatting. She's doing a just chatting stream tonight, but she is doing a charity stream tonight for raising money for a trans supportive charity. So that she's doing specifically tonight and Saturday. She is the charity streams, but any of the streams she's doing this week is to try and help raise money for the trans supportive charity that I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but these today and Saturdays the two specific ones, but all week she's raising money for them. So hopefully you'll enjoy yourself in her stream. So just go onto the raid now.